Hello, Partners in Success. This is Isabel. So today was a beautiful, gorgeous Monday. I hope you took full advantage of your Monday and went out and seek the opportunities that this beautiful Monday brought for us. I want to give you a quick thoughts of a meeting that I attended today. So today I attended with Rosa Bedoya, one of the top leaders in our team, a prestige meeting that Beth Samples, our division manager, does. She does them about every 2 months. Only advanced unit leader and above are invited to attend. So Rosa Bedoya and our team has been attending with me for quite some time, and my future goal is that many of you join me at this meeting. And it's an awesome meeting. We are greeted with coffee and some kind of pastry. They do lots of recognition. They give us the state of the business in Houston, and they do a training, and then we finish the meeting with some kind of incentive and challenge that Beth puts out for all the top leaders. Today during our training, Debbie, her last name just escaped me. Debbie, oh, it's not important. She is a field manager. Her job with A1 is to come in and train the district managers so they can know how to work with us and how to partner with us and train us in our business. The training was about the flow and the wording that we should be doing during the D1 contact. And we also talked a lot about indirect prospecting. There's two kinds of prospecting. Direct, when you just go straight to a possible recruit, somebody that you meet, you introduce yourself, and you just spill your guts, and you just tell them that you're looking for possible prospects. And indirect prospecting is when you find something in your environment, and you start a conversation through that. Maybe, oh, what beautiful weather we're having, or maybe you're pumping gas and the lady next to you, I can't believe the prices are so expensive, or I'm sure glad the prices are finally coming down of gas. Some observation that you make throughout your environment to strike up a conversation, and then you start asking them questions about them. So, suppose that you are at your favorite restaurant and you tell the waitress, so, how long have you been working here? And then you just ask question after question. The object is to find a need so then you can introduce your business to them. Because once they see a need, then they're going to be more willing to think about it. They're going to be more open to the opportunity, and they won't just give you a no because they see a need. So you ask questions like, how long have you been working here? Would you rather be somewhere else? Where else would you rather be than here at work? Or how many kids do you have? Have you thought about working from home? But asking question after question so you can find a need, so you can spark an interest, and then you can find a need and introducing it to them. So I want to talk to you a little bit about not just finding a need, but helping your new team members see the potential in this business. I want to tell you my story so I can drive my point. So when I was 16 years old, I decided to quit my job. I decided to quit school. I was not very social. I isolated myself, from all the kids at school, and I just didn't want to be in that environment anymore, so I dropped out of school. When I was 18 years old, I went back to school and got my GED, and then I applied to a technical school and got my MA certificate, medical assistant certificate, and I got a job in a doctor's office. I got married when I was 23, had my daughter when I was 24. We applied for our first home loan when my daughter was, I think she was 3. She was 3 heading to 4. And we were denied because we didn't make enough money. So I immediately, when we denied, I was very heartbroken. I immediately quit my job and I went back to school. I went to school full time and got my LVN license and then started work. I was I was blessed to be able to go back to the same job that I was when as a medical assistant, and they hired me as an LVN. Now, when they first hired me, they hired me at $13 an hour. I wasn't very happy with that, but I worked my way up. I fought for my raises, and by the time I quit my job, I was making $21 an hour. $21 an hour compared to $6 an hour, which was my first medical assistant job, was pretty good. For somebody that dropped out of school. But it still was not enough. When I started with Avon, it was I was looking for an opportunity, but because I was always broke and in debt, and was just tired of that life. But let me take you back when my daughter was born, when I was 24. When my daughter was born, after my daughter was born, and after my maternity leave finished, and it was time for me to drop her off to the babysitter, I cried for a month. I cried for a month because I wanted to be able to stay home with her. I didn't realize that I wanted to be a stay-home mom. I always knew that I had to work, but once I had her and dropping her off, and the first few years, actually the first few months, having to deal with the fact that she was closer to the babysitter because she saw her more than she saw me was heartbreaking for me. And I cried and I cried and I cried for about a month. And then I had to make a decision. It was either keep on crying or get up or get over it, So I had no choice but to get over it. I cleaned my tears. I put that dream of becoming a stay-home mom in the closet, and I went back to work. Now it became a day after day routine. It was just the normal. Get up, take my daughter to the daycare, to the babysitter, go to work. Come back and pick her up, spend a couple of hours with her, go to sleep in the morning. The same routine over and over and over. I just had to put up that dream, and it never came up again. I accepted it as life. When my son was born, I was already selling Avon. But I've never cried for him because, again, it was the normal routine. Take my children to school, me go to work, drop them off at the, babysitter, the daycare, whatever the situation was, and go to work. Work long hours, when I had to, make sure my children were taken care of, and go to work. In the summer, I hated summers because it was always, what am I going to do with my child? Now, my point is that I had a need, but I was just like most average Americans. You do what you got to do, and you get up and you go to work. So when I started selling Avon, I was actually looking for a home business. Now, I wasn't recruited. Nobody came up to me and told me the potential in this company. I was looking for opportunity to own a home business along the side of my full-time job. When I got to the point where I realized that I need to change, I'm tired of being broke, I'm tired of being in debt, I'm tired of living this life. I pretty much had two choices: go back to school to get my RN degree, which I did not want to do. I didn't want to go back to school and worry about my bed study habits, or get a home business. So it was just like, okay, I need a home business. I need to make this work. But I didn't have the resources. I didn't have the income to start a home business. But I did intensive search, did a lot of search online, had a lot of conversations with many people, but I just didn't find something that really caught my interest. And when I thought about Avon, my goal was to make an extra $20 for gas. I thought if I can make some gas money, it'll help. 6 months into my business, I met the wonderful and lovely Sophia Smith. I met her at a leadership meeting. And when I found out that she was averaging about $9,000 every 2 weeks with her leadership check, my jaw dropped, and I thought, oh my God, if I can make an extra $2,000 a month with this business, it'll be life-changing. Now, even though I saw the potential in the company through her, I still didn't see this as a life-changing for me. I just thought if I could make an extra $2,000 a month, I can pay all of my bills, catch up with everything, and have extra spending money for my kids. Now, it wasn't until probably 2 years into my business that things started clicking for me. By then, I had several conversations with Lisa Wilbert. I had met her at a conference. I had several conversations, a couple of conversations through email, and I started to see the potential within this. Now, let me take you back when I first got started. When I first got started, I did all the training. I saw all of the videos. I watched the Rich and Famous DVD over and over and over because I loved it, but it still didn't click for me. There was something that just didn't click for me. I wanted to do this part-time, make a little bit extra money. I love my business, but it still didn't click for me. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure what helped me click. I think it was I got fed up with work. I was having problems with my daycare. I was missing all of my daughter's volleyball games. She had started volleyball in middle school, couldn't get off early enough. I was sick of the long hours. I was tired of people telling me what to do because I had 3 bosses. And everything just kind of piled up on me. And then one day something clicked and I said, why am I settling for an extra $2,000 a month? Why not take this potential full time? Now, mind you, I had a dream once to be a stay-at-home mom. But I put that dream away in the closet, back in the back room, up in the top shelf, far away. And even though I had that need when I started the Save On business, and I saw the potential, it still didn't click. It wasn't until 2 years into my business that I thought, what am I waiting for? I'm going for this. This is my solution for that financial independence that I was so desperately wanting to. This was my solution to be able to stay home with my kids and build my schedule around their schedule, not my schedule around my job schedule. So my point to you is this. As you go out there recruiting and building your leaders in your team, remember that you have to make them see their potential with this company. You have to be their eyes in the beginning. Until we can get them to see the potential that they have with this business, you have to see that for them. You have to be their biggest support system and cheerleaders that they have. You have to believe that they can do it. You have to believe for them that they can do this and that this will work for them. Now, of course, we cannot want this more than we do. Our leaders have to want it more than we do for them. But know that as a leader, your job is to open their eyes to their opportunity that this business has for them. And you have to believe for them that they can do this until they can believe in themselves that they can do this. Because in the beginning, this is a little overwhelming for all of us. In the beginning, we're not sure if we can do this because of the scariness of going out there and talking to strangers, and this and that. Once we do it, once we face our fears and go out there and talk to strangers and realize that no, it's not a big deal, we get a no, we just have to move on. Until they can get over that, you have to believe for them. But as you're out there prospecting for new team members and you're building leaders, know that you have to be their eyes and you have to open their eyes to their potential to this company. The potential that they have to change their lives through their own business, through our wonderful company of Avon. All right, so as we prepare for our massive recruiting action that we're going to take in November and December, as we run through our campaigns, recruiting campaigns that we're going to launch in November, remember that as you're out there talking to people and helping them build their business, the focus is going to be off of you and it's going to be on them. It's going to become, what can I help you achieve in your business? And help them see the opportunity and the potential that they have with this business. All right, guys. I will be connecting with all of you soon. My Cleveland partners, I will see you tomorrow evening. If anybody have any questions, you know how to reach me. I talk to you soon. Thanks for listening.